Welcome, miladies of inestimable value. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. This old saying has been misunderstood for centuries, yet it perfectly sums up the enigma of the Sigma female. Unlike those who pour all their energy into one pursuit, she takes the world as her playground, excelling in countless arenas while making it look ridiculously effortless. Did you know that studies show people who diversify their skills are more adaptable, more innovative, and frankly, more unstoppable? Now imagine all of that wrapped into one fiercely independent, self-sufficient woman who thrives in spaces most people fear to tread. That's the Sigma female. She's not your run-of-the-mill multitasker. She's the Swiss Army knife of humanity, quietly slaying life while everyone else scrambles to keep up. And no, she's not doing the most because she has something to prove. She's doing it because, frankly, she got bored waiting for others to figure it out. Buckle up, because by the end of this, you'll understand why she's not just a jack of all trades, but a master of reinvention, adaptability, and making everyone else wonder how she does it all without breaking a sweat. Number 1, they learn from watching, not following. Sigma females have an uncanny ability to pick up on details most people overlook. They aren't the type to just skim the surface. They observe deeply, noticing the patterns, habits, and hidden dynamics that others miss. It's not about being nosy. It's a quiet superpower that helps them adapt and excel wherever they go. They might notice how a colleague's tone changes in certain meetings, or how subtle shifts in trends are signaling the next big thing before anyone else catches on. This observational edge gives them a unique advantage, allowing them to pull lessons and inspiration from practically any situation. What makes this skill even more fascinating is that it's entirely intentional. Sigma females are wired to absorb their surroundings like a sponge, not because they're trying to fit in, but because they see the world as a giant puzzle. Every interaction, every situation is a piece of that puzzle, and they're constantly connecting dots in ways that leave others scratching their heads. While people around them are busy reacting to the obvious, the Sigma female is already strategizing based on what she saw coming 3 steps ago. This is why she can thrive in such diverse roles. Whether it's professional settings, personal projects, or solving everyday problems, she applies what she's observed with precision. People often wonder how she knows exactly what to do, as if she's some kind of mind reader. It's not magic. It's her ability to learn by watching, rather than blindly following trends or instructions. Her sharp eyes and analytical mind work together like a well-oiled machine, making her a silent force in any environment. The best part? She doesn't flaunt it, leaving others amazed at how she seems to have it all figured out without even trying. Number 2, they're addicted to outperforming themselves. For Sigma females, the only competition that matters is the one staring back at them in the mirror. They're not concerned with outshining others or winning applause. They're laser-focused on outperforming who they were yesterday. This relentless drive for self-improvement isn't about external validation. It's a deeply personal mission to refine, upgrade, and level up in every area of life. The beauty of this mindset is that it transforms everything into an opportunity for growth. Whether it's a career move, a hobby, or a random challenge they stumble across, Sigma females dive in with the determination to leave their previous self in the dust. They don't set limits on what they can achieve because, in their world, there's always room to grow. Mastering new skills becomes a side effect of this mindset. One day they're learning a new language for fun, and before they know it, they're fluent and planning trips abroad to test their skills. What's fascinating is how organic this process is for them. They don't sit around plotting ways to beat anyone. They simply set personal goals and smash them over and over again. They approach life with a sense of curiosity and determination that keeps them moving forward, no matter how small the progress might seem at first. Over time, this habit of self-improvement stacks up in ways that even they don't fully notice until people start asking, "How are you so good at everything?" The truth? They're addicted, not to success or accolades, but to growth itself. The idea of being stagnant terrifies them more than failure ever could. This quiet obsession with bettering themselves is what makes them excel without even trying to compete. Number 3, they're masters of mental compartmentalization. Sigma females have a rare talent for keeping their mental chaos in check. While most people let stress from one area of life spill into another, Sigma females operate with a mental filing system that's second to none. They instinctively know how to compartmentalize, treating each task, goal, or challenge as its own distinct entity. Work stress stays in the work folder, personal drama goes in its own corner, and their ambitions, those get their own dedicated vault. This ability to mentally separate everything is how they stay laser-focused, no matter how much they've got going on. When faced with a mountain of responsibilities, they don't crumble or start frantically multitasking. They categorize. Each task is analyzed, prioritized, and tucked into its appropriate box. By breaking everything into manageable pieces, they avoid the dreaded overwhelm that paralyzes so many people. It's not that they're immune to pressure. They just don't let it pile up into one uncontrollable mess. This skill is also why they can excel in such diverse areas without burning out. While others get bogged down by conflicting priorities, Sigma females can switch gears effortlessly. One moment they're brainstorming creative ideas, and the next they're tackling analytical problems, all without missing a beat. They've mastered the art of shutting out distractions and giving their full attention to whatever's in front of them. What's even more remarkable is how this ability extends to their emotions. They don't let personal issues cloud their professional judgment or let setbacks in one area shake their confidence in another. It's not coldness, it's clarity. This mental discipline allows them to move through life with a calm, collected demeanor, leaving everyone else wondering how they manage to juggle it all so effortlessly. Number 4, they're silent overachievers. Sigma females have a way of making success look almost accidental. While others are busy shouting their victories from the rooftops or posting them all over social media, Sigma females are too preoccupied with the next thing to even stop and bask in the moment. They don't need applause or validation. It's the process of excelling, not the recognition, that drives them. Their achievements often go unnoticed until they're so far ahead that people are left wondering how it even happened. This quiet approach to success isn't about being secretive, it's about staying focused. Sigma females know that energy spent flaunting their wins is energy wasted. Instead, they channel that effort into perfecting their craft, improving their skills, or tackling the next challenge. By the time others are done celebrating their first milestone, the Sigma female has already moved on to her 5th. What makes this even more intriguing is their refusal to play into the need for external validation. They don't crave the spotlight, which means their accomplishments are never for show. When they succeed, it's because they've worked hard, planned strategically, and pushed their limits, not because they're trying to impress anyone. This silent overachievement often catches people off guard. They'll see the Sigma female excelling in areas they didn't even know she was interested in. It's not that she's hiding her skills, it's that she doesn't see the need to announce them. Her actions speak louder than words, and by the time you realize just how much she's accomplished, she's already too far ahead for you to catch up. It's not arrogance, it's her natural pace. And while others are busy competing, she's too busy building her own empire to notice. Number 5, they have no fear of starting from zero. For Sigma females, starting from zero isn't a nightmare, it's an adrenaline rush. Where others see uncertainty, they see endless potential. Reinvention isn't something they fear, it's practically their superpower. Whether it's switching careers, diving into a new hobby, or uprooting their entire life to chase a new direction, they embrace the blank slate like it's the best gift the universe could give them. This mindset comes from their unshakable belief in their ability to figure things out. They trust themselves to learn, adapt, and thrive no matter where they land. While most people cling to the comfort of familiarity, Sigma females see comfort as the enemy of growth. They'd rather take a risk, start over, and build something extraordinary than stay stuck in something mediocre just because it's safe. It's not that they don't face fear or doubt, it's just that those emotions don't control them. They view failure as an inevitable and even valuable part of the process. To them, starting from zero isn't a step backward. It's a chance to do it better, smarter, and on their own terms. It's this mindset that makes them adaptable to any situation. They don't tie their identity to a job title, a skill set, or a single version of success. Instead, they see themselves as a constant work in progress, ready to evolve whenever the need arises. People often watch in awe or confusion as Sigma females walk away from something stable to chase the unknown. But for them, stability without passion feels like a cage. Reinvention is where they thrive, and starting from zero isn't an end. It's the thrilling beginning of whatever comes next. And unlike most, they know they'll not only survive, but flourish. Number 6. They can adapt faster than most people can blink. For Sigma females, change isn't something to dread. It's a playground for their skills. While others freeze, panic, or cling to old ways when life throws a curveball, Sigma females are already pivoting, recalibrating, and mapping out their next move. Adaptability isn't just a trait for them, it's practically a lifestyle. They thrive in situations that would overwhelm most people because they see every change as an opportunity to learn, grow, and dominate in a new arena. This ability to adapt so quickly stems from their sharp intuition and relentless curiosity. They don't waste time resisting what's inevitable. Instead, they absorb the new reality like a sponge, breaking it down and figuring out how to turn it to their advantage. Throw them into a new field, job, or even an entirely unfamiliar culture, and within days, they'll make it seem like they've been thriving there for years. It's not just intelligence, it's their willingness to let go of old frameworks and embrace the unknown with both hands. What really sets them apart is how seamlessly they do it. They don't just survive change, they master it, making the entire process look effortless. But it's not magic. Behind that cool exterior is a mind constantly assessing, strategizing, and learning. They observe what works, discard what doesn't, and adapt faster than most people can process what's happening. Their adaptability is why they rarely feel stuck. Where others might see change as chaos, Sigma females see a clean slate, a challenge, or even a game they're determined to win. By the time most people are still figuring out what's going on, the Sigma female has already adjusted, excelled, and moved on to the next level. Change doesn't disrupt her, it fuels her. Number 7. They don't fear being the underdog. Sigma females don't shy away from being the underdog. In fact, they thrive on it. Being underestimated gives them a strategic advantage, and they know it. While everyone else is busy dismissing them or focusing on the obvious competition, they're quietly laying the groundwork for their inevitable rise. For them, starting out as an amateur isn't a source of shame. It's just the first chapter of a much bigger story. What makes them so dangerous as underdogs is their relentless effort and razor-sharp focus. They don't waste time trying to prove themselves to doubters or fighting for recognition. Instead, they put their heads down, stay in their lane, and work until their results speak louder than anyone's opinions. Their quiet determination is often mistaken for passivity, but by the time people realize what's happening, the Sigma female has already surpassed them without breaking a sweat. They're not afraid to start small or make mistakes because they see the long game. Every failure, every stumble is just a stepping stone to something greater. The pressure of being overlooked doesn't break them, it fuels them. It's almost like a secret weapon, allowing them to operate without the weight of expectations while they refine their skills and strategy. And when they do rise, and they always do, it's with a precision that leaves everyone stunned. It's not flashy or loud, it's undeniable. The very people who underestimated them are often left scrambling to figure out how they missed the signs. But for Sigma females, that's the beauty of being the underdog. It's not about proving anyone wrong, it's about proving themselves right. Their rise isn't fueled by ego, but by their own unshakable belief in their ability to conquer whatever lies ahead. Number 8, they prioritize efficiency over perfection. Sigma females have mastered the art of doing what truly matters, and nothing more. While others get stuck in endless cycles of overthinking and obsessing over tiny, irrelevant details, Sigma females cut straight to the point. They understand that perfection is often just procrastination in disguise. Instead of wasting hours polishing something that's already good enough, they focus on what moves the needle forward. This no-nonsense, pragmatic approach is why they can handle so much at once and still make it look effortless. For them, efficiency isn't about cutting corners. It's about knowing which corners don't matter. They have an uncanny ability to separate what's essential from what's just noise. Whether it's a big work project, a side hustle, or a personal goal, they approach it with the same laser-sharp focus. How can I achieve the best results with the least wasted effort? This mindset doesn't mean they settle for mediocrity. It means they know when something is good enough to let it go and move on. Their efficiency is their secret weapon for juggling multiple roles. While perfectionists are stuck fine-tuning one thing, Sigma females are already halfway through their next project. This doesn't just make them productive, it makes them unstoppable. They're not bogged down by unrealistic standards or the fear of failure. Instead, they act, adjust, and keep moving forward, understanding that progress always beats perfection. This approach also frees them from the crippling pressure that perfectionists put on themselves. Sigma females know that real life doesn't wait for flawless execution, and they don't waste time trying to please people who expect the impossible. They'd rather deliver results that matter than chase an illusion of perfection that only exists in theory. It's this grounded, pragmatic mindset that keeps them ahead of the game. Number 9, they master skills out of sheer curiosity, not necessity. For Sigma females, learning isn't driven by necessity. It's fueled by an insatiable curiosity that pushes them to dive into new skills just because they can. While most people take up new hobbies or acquire new talents out of necessity, whether to climb the career ladder or survive in a competitive world, Sigma females pursue them purely for the joy of discovery. There's no end game in mind, no checklist of skills to impress others. They pick up coding, learn to bake the perfect sourdough, or master kickboxing simply because the challenge intrigues them. This curiosity-driven learning means that they often become experts in things that others would never consider. They don't care if something is trendy or practical. If it sparks their interest, they're all in. For them, the process of learning is its own reward. It's about expanding their boundaries and filling the gaps in their knowledge for the pure thrill of it. The mastery of any skill is just a byproduct of their endless pursuit of the next why not. What makes this approach truly remarkable is how it allows them to become multi-talented without ever feeling pressured to be. They don't seek validation through their new skills, they just enjoy the journey of learning. And this makes them incredibly versatile. Whether they're coding a website, whipping up a gourmet meal, or defending themselves in a self-defense class, their vast array of skills isn't about keeping up with the world, it's about keeping up with themselves. The result is a kind of quiet brilliance, a person who isn't just good at a lot of things, but who genuinely enjoys becoming good at whatever piques their interest. Ultimately, Sigma females show that you don't have to do something to climb a ladder or impress anyone. Sometimes the best reason to learn is simply because you're curious, and that curiosity, in turn, makes them masters of nearly everything they touch. Number 10, they're obsessed with problem solving. For Sigma, females' problems aren't obstacles, they're puzzles waiting to be solved. While most people see a challenge and feel frustration creeping in, Sigma females light up with excitement. They have an almost obsessive need to crack every problem they encounter. Whether it's a complex work issue or a personal dilemma, there's no let's leave it for later mentality with them. When they spot a problem, they dive in head first and won't rest until they've dissected it from every angle. What makes them particularly formidable is their ability to blend analytical thinking with creativity. They can break down a problem logically, pinpointing exactly where things are going wrong, while also thinking outside the box to come up with solutions no one else would consider. This combination of strategic planning and innovative execution means they're not just solving problems, they're transforming challenges into opportunities. Their obsession with problem solving doesn't stop at work or day-to-day issues either. They apply this mindset to every area of their life, making them the kind of person who can turn chaos into order, frustration into focus. Whether it's optimizing a process at work, improving their fitness regimen, or fixing a broken relationship, they'll break it down, analyze it, and work tirelessly to find the best solution. It's not about being perfect. It's about figuring things out. And in the process, they build resilience and gain experience that makes them even better at tackling future challenges. This is why Sigma females are often seen excelling across multiple areas. Their love for problem-solving doesn't just help them conquer issues. It's the foundation that makes them capable of excelling at whatever they set their minds to. It's that rare ability to turn a roadblock into a stepping stone that sets them apart. In a world that thrives on routine and predictability, the Sigma female stands as a force of nature, relentlessly carving her own path. She doesn't chase perfection, doesn't fear failure, and certainly doesn't need validation to move forward. What sets her apart isn't just her impressive skill set. It's her unyielding drive to grow, learn, and solve problems with a passion that few can match. From mastering skills out of sheer curiosity to quietly outworking everyone, she embodies the rare combination of intellect, adaptability, and independence. Every challenge is an opportunity, every setback just a lesson in disguise. She doesn't follow trends, she sets them. So, if you find yourself caught up in the noise of the world, remember this: the Sigma female doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her actions speak louder than words, and her success, achieved through pure grit and quiet determination, is her ultimate proof. She doesn't just belong in one box or live by anyone's rules, she redefines what it means to be exceptional. In every aspect of her life, she's not just surviving, she's thriving. And while the world might be content with ordinary, the Sigma female will continue to prove that extraordinary isn't just a possibility, it's a way of life. If you've found yourself captivated by the power, resilience, and brilliance of the Sigma female, you're not alone. The world needs more of this unapologetic, boundary-pushing energy, and we've only scratched the surface. If you want to dive deeper into the extraordinary, the unconventional, and the exceptional, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join us on this journey to uncover the secrets of the most fascinating individuals. Because here, we don't just talk about greatness, we live it. Subscribe now, and let's continue redefining what it means to be truly exceptional. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, my ladies. See you in the next video. Bye for now, and God bless.